Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Throwing right away here, Goff. They're taking a shot on this first play. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game, too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown. One massive statement sent across the field.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Rachaad White on the return. Shoots another one. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd and short. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Flushed out of the pocket. Making the call himself. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
180. Shell. Obama. Super one.
They go play action with Goff. Got a man downfield and Goddard has it. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Black 20.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
180.
Shotgun snap here to go. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. We're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down.
Hey, 5.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense. Well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
I'm fine, ready?
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
11. Here we go.
Robinson on the inside give. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the right side, caught by Wilson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
I'm one, ready?
So first down from the 41.
Here we go. Stop. Right. Stop.
They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
It's a design boot. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Cut. 180.
Another one for Cook. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Hey, 76. Cut. 180. Cut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Drops it off to Cook. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go. Turbo.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Continuing to move past the 45. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
180. Set.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Super. Cut. 120.
Out of the shotgun, Carr. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Hey, lift. Or ball. 180.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That's Cox. It's the rookie from Washington State. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 2nd quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player wrong. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Here we go. Back.
Burrow from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10 around to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
This is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side, and we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more coming your way from U.S. Bank Stadium after this. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Burrow setting up the play action. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for the Ravens' first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
All set now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. It's a lone yard at 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. The Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
5. Go, 12, go. Obama. Set.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 25. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5.
Cut. 180. Super one. Cut.
From the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Tonight.
Complete on the option. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal?
5. We go tonight. Ric Flair. White 20.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6.
180. Listen. What's that?
Again, Goff. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
He's away from 1. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Buys time, rolling right. He's going for it himself. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped the positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
On 1, ready?
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Here we go.
Back to throw it. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. And that gets him a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Big 13.
Burrow on first down. That one's complete to Chimere DK. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
12. Gun. 12. 180. 11. Dot.
Burrow to the air now. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Counting kick, complete. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
The kicker on for the
That's some good old-fashioned playground football, even at the elementary school.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked! And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown.
You know, I think it does, Kate. I think it just adds a little bit more momentum. Those players in that phase of the game that we don't talk about them nearly enough, but they know they have a chance to make a critical play, at times a game-changing play, and you just saw it right there by knocking that extra point down.
His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Black 20. Hey, Shell.
From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call pretty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second down now, they need 7.
5. We go tonight. Black 20.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Drops it off to Cook. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
180.
Goff now on 3rd down. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. It can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I'm one, right?
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
One play action here. Burrow vacates quickly left side. Now here he goes. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one hits for 30. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Going right side, Robinson with it. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hoping something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
First down, Burrow to throw. He rolls to his right. Pass complete to Lane. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On one, ready?
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Handoff now to the receiver. Escapes the defender. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the market. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset. And this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up second and
11, 11. Here we go.
Now they send their back in motion
Big
right.
13. Big 13. Shot.
Burrow from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Burrow setting up the play action. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now the offense and Burrow coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
Here we go.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Right shot. Shot.
Line up the design keeper. And he's not going to get in. A smart play to try and get that 7-point lead. But their defense will have to defend a 5-point advantage instead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Turbo.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Super.
Goff off the play action. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pin. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready?
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Again for the first time to Rachaad White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Gun. Back. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. On his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100 real quick.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. He's able to manage a couple on that run. So timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. They did it! He made the interception! Mitch Melton with the INT! So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Burrow. Called in left side. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
11. Here we go. Stop.
He'll throw it. Pulled in by his bag. Oh no, the ball is loose. This is scooped up by the Vikings. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
180.
Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
180.
Throwing now. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that's going to make it just about worst-case scenario for this offense, Brock. It is 4th and long. Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5.
5. White 20.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there.
80. We're good. We're good. Hey, 76. Here we go. 76. 70.
Here he is to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.
180.
He'll look to throw it. Here's a screen for Cook. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Now on the return, here's DK. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Gun.
Burrow back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Went way outside there, trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception. And you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit in return for that defense.
So it's a win for the Vikings. This is the